Welcome to Yumekoku channel. I am Minamishimabara City CIR, Sara.
Hello, I'm Abbie. I also live in Minamishimabara and I work as an assistant language teacher.
Hello, I'm Mayuko. I live in Minamishimabara City.
Today, we're going to show you some of Minamishimabara's charms. Let's go!
Our first stop was Mizunashi Honjin Fukae roadside station, a service area in Minamishimabara. Right outside is a memorial park for some of the houses that were buried during the 1990 eruption of Honjin, the volcano overlooking the city. When the lava came rushing down in a mud flow, this whole area was engulfed. The memorial park really shows the aftermath of the eruption and confronts visitors with the threat and devastation of volcanic disasters. It is a great opportunity to learn more about them. The park also gets an unobstructed view of Heisei Shinzan, the new peak that formed in the eruption. The main service area is made up of a number of souvenir shops and restaurants. We poked around inside. For sale, there are delicious produce made in Minamishimabara and the surrounding Shimabara Peninsula, such as seaweed or local sake, and traditional souvenirs like castella or somen, a type of winged noodles. Minamishimabara is famous for producing Te no be Somen, a hand-stretched variety of somen that is springier and tastier than its factory-produced counterpart. Some think that somen arrived to the area from China during the 17th or 18th century, while others believe that it came from a Japanese island in Shikoku called Shodoshima. What is certain is that it has become the product Minamishimabara is best known for. Today, there are more than 300 somen factories in the city. We proceeded to visit one of those factories, Jinkawa Somen, to learn how somen is made. In a 3-day manufacturing process, water, wheat flour, and salt are mixed into a dough which is alternately stretched and rested for 4 to 5 times until it resembles a long thin rope. Cut into 2-meter strips, the noodles to be are hanged and left to dry overnight. Once dry, they are ready to be cut, packaged, and distributed. We also got to experience stretching somen by hand. The dough's texture varies greatly depending on its maturities, as the gluten develops inside. This was never clearer than when we tried to stretch some somen. After resting, what was a stubborn and dense dough became an elastic, pliable one, the telltale sign of the future smoothness of the finished product. We cannot recommend this experience enough, as it was both fun and informative. The factories offer somen stretching workshops from spring, as the noodles are very sensitive to changes in temperature, and it is easier to adjust for them in the warmer months. On our way to lunch, we stopped by Abbie Marine Park to say hi to the many friendly cats that call the park home.
That one really likes the camera.
After our fill of playing with and petting them and being meowed at for food, we begrudgingly moved on. Our lunch destination was Tatusmi, that we had all to ourselves due to the uncharacteristic snowfall. The small restaurant offers a great selection of traditional seafood dishes. Their kaisendon, made of fresh marine products caught in the neighboring Ariake Sea, served with rice, is exquisite. The white rice and a simple wasabi soy sauce greatly complement the tender and flavorful fish.
I don't know how to report English. 難しい。
Oh, the hotate is really good. It's really, really good. I believe you.
It's really fresh.
It's very tasty.
Out to walk off our lunch, we stopped by Tatsuishi Seashore, right across the road. Another geosite.
Yeah.
This spot is one of the sites in Minamishimabara that are part of the Honjin Volcanic Area Global Geopark. An outcrop looking out over the Ariake Sea, its profile clearly shows the different strata of the solidified lava from the first eruptions of Mount Honjin some 500,000 years ago. Next is a must-see location in Minamishimabara, remains of Hara Castle, a historical site appointed to World Heritage status in 2018. The castle that once stood here was the backstage to the Shimabara Makusu Rebellion in 1637. The local peasants who rebelled against the high taxation and violent persecution of Christianity were in large part Christians themselves, and their actions were one of the leading causes for Japan's total ban on international trade, renewed persecution of Christianity, and policy of national isolation that would last for centuries. The best way to explore the area is to rent an e-bike at the Harajo Onsen Masabo Hotel and to bike around. On the beaches nearby is a calcareous alga known as Lithothamnion, or Masabo in the local dialect. It emerges offshore, forming banks between the months of April and July. They are visitable by boat during spring's lowest tides. Our last stop was Mount Iwado, known for the trail behind the temple at its foot, its sacred forest, and a small cave with Buddhist statues and a shrine. The cave is not currently accessible due to a landslide, but it is possible to climb up to the top using an alternative trail. The view is breathtaking, and the Ariake Sea can be seen quite clearly.
So today we showed you some of the good places in Minamishimabara.
But there is